Good afternoon. I'm coming at you from my studio today. We have Stefi here. She's going to be doing a class for us today on magnetism. I think this is a great topic for right now. I know a lot of us are doing some really hard marketing and we're just entering an economy where some of us are experiencing some lower than normal inquiries and things like that. So I am really excited about this today because I think this is going to be great when it comes to helping your business stand out in what sometimes can feel like a very saturated market. So I think this is going to be a great class today. And yeah, so I'm going to turn it over to you, Stefi.
Thank you, Kelly. Hi, everyone. I am Stefi Lane, and I'm going to talk about magnetism and how to have it effortlessly in your client attraction, in your networking, and just like creating more abundance and just more joy in your life, especially when things can feel hard and frustrating and all the things. So I love participation and I love you in the comments. So feel free to blow me up in there and talk and say things. And just because it's very, I love when it's interactive. First thing, when I say the word magnetism, before I dive into all the stuff I'm going to teach you today, when I say magnetism, what is the first 1 to 2 words that come up? I would love to see where we're at. Attraction, nice. Attraction, pulling people in, love it. What else? What else? Abundance, everything is attracted my way. Positivity, okay, love it. All right, thank you. Yeah, a vibrational match, attraction, pulling things to me. Okay, love it. This class, this master class, I really want to talk about becoming magnetic and how to, like I said, effortlessly attract clients, creativity, cash into your photography business. And so I'll give you a little bit of a context first of how Kelly and we work together. I am the marketing agency that she hired. We help her with her launches and we help her look beautiful. And she's already beautiful and incredible, but we've just been helping her out with her platform, with Podia and all that. So I have an agency with my husband, and I also have been doing magnetism coaching and been doing that on the side for a while. So, a little bit about me is I really grew up in a religious household. I grew up Mormon, so a lot of people don't know this, and it was really strongly discouraged, at least in my Mormon church. Not every Mormon church is like this, but at least in my Mormon church, it was okay. Celestina grew up Mormon too. Okay, so she gets it. It was really discouraged about being magnetic, being feminine, being sensual, being sexual, being anything. We were told to like wear things up to our neck and all the way down to the floor. And just like we were really groomed to be good girls, so therefore we could become good wives. And I left the church when I was 13. When I was 13, I'm so proud of this 13-year-old self. I told my mom, I'm no longer going. I don't feel no, I didn't say alignment, but I said, I don't want to go. I don't like the people there. I don't want to be religious. So then I went. Yeah, I went to Bible school. I relate to this. They just wanted to, yeah, they just wanted to make us wives. And there's nothing wrong with that. I love being a wife, but I have a lot more to give into this world. And so the early signs, I was like 13, I started to get really attracted. And I love that I'm speaking to photographers here. I got really attracted to glam. Marilyn Monroe. I had these gorgeous, glamorous photos on my walls of women just like all glammed with lipstick and their nails, and they had this enigma and this energy, and I was obsessed with it. But because of my religious programming, I wouldn't let myself have that for a really long time. And so I won't bore you with what that looks like. But then in 2019, I went to Joshua Tree and I did mushrooms. This is where we're going. So the Mormon girl in me was like, oh my gosh, what? Doing mushrooms? Like that is just so wrong, bad. But they were like, no, this is plant medicine. This is healing. And what came from that, and this will really tie into what you guys do and what you're creating for people, is when I did the mushrooms, I felt this opening of my heart. I felt this opening of my soul, of my sensuality. And I wanted to play with the glam, the glitz. I wanted to play with all these edges. I wanted to play with lace. I wanted to play with pearls. Like I wanted to play with something different. And so after we did mushrooms, if anyone's really done like intense mushrooms, you're kind of a little out of it for a while. Then a few days later, we did a photo shoot. And the photo shoot was absolutely transformational. I was like the gorgeous glam. And maybe I'll share some of the photos. Maybe I'll share them inside Kelli's Facebook group and share some of the photos that really ignited me and opened me up. And I had this beautiful pink lace shirt on, and I did this photo shoot, and it was really gorgeous. And I don't really have the best relationship with my brother. And I'm sure you guys have all had somebody that you don't have a very good relationship with. And I remember feeling when I was really stepping out in this time, this era, I posted this photo, like glam, glitz, and all the things. Like, I'm ready to be bold. I'm ready to be magnetic. And my brother was just like, obviously, he's a brother too, but also he was just completely triggered, completely repelled, telling me, why are you doing this? Why are you posting this? All these things. And that was one of my biggest lessons in magnetism. Because think of magnetism, it's a magnet. It either attracts, and when you were little, did you guys ever flip the magnet to the other side and try everything with your force to put the magnet together and it just wouldn't? And then that's what it is. It's when it's opposite forces, they repel. They literally cannot touch each other. They just like, it just can't. So I was one of my biggest lessons and one of my biggest awakenings that magnetism is one of the most powerful things you can do. And it's also it can be a very scary and dangerous thing when you really truly tap into it, because you're going to repel people. You're going to anger people. You're going to be like, who does she think she is? Why is she posing this picture of herself almost half naked? What? I mean, I know in this community, we definitely support that, but who does she think she is? So let me know if that's ever happened to you. Have you posted a photo? I'm sure you guys have posted a photo and someone's, oh, Lynette, what were you thinking? Or just the noise of it. Because magnetism isn't being liked by everyone. It's about being loved by the right ones. Yes, yep, all the time. I didn't grow up religious, but my entire dad's side of the family has been blocked because of what I do. And we can't even talk about it anymore. Yeah, they don't get it. Or afraid to post. Yeah. Okay. Or you're afraid to post because of the backlash. Okay. So yes, we're going to get to that, because that's like you hitting your magnetic edge. Say you have taken a gorgeous photo of something and you're like, I'm so proud of this. The lighting, the pose, the model, the energy, the essence, the outfit, everything is good. But then you're about to push that send and you're like, oh, this doesn't feel good. What are they going to think? What are they going to say? All the things. And that's actually a very subtle way of stopping your magnetism. And it's actually shrinking your energy. And by the end of this class, I really want you all to learn how to magnetize through your energy versus having to let's do all the things. Let's post, let's share, let's write newsletters, let's call people, let's do the things. But it's so much more easier and more enjoyable when you can tap into your own magnetism. Okay. Because magnetism is free PR. It's your vibe, it's your voice, it's your energy. It does the marketing for you. You don't know how many people have said to me, Stefi, I hired you because of your energy. I hired you because you make me feel this way. I hired you because I know that you can take me. I've even had people be like, wow, you were double the price or you were more expensive, but I actually just wanted to work with you. And that's what you want. And it's not something that I'm going to teach you. It's actually something you're going to rediscover in yourself. And all of our magnetisms, everyone's magnetism looks different. So mine is really bubbly, very sensual, it's just different. Where someone else, I have some friends that are very witty and very sarcastic and a little bit like feisty in their magnetism. I have one friend that's like a super crazy drill sergeant. She's such a leader. She's a crazy Aries. Every time I talk to her, she's like, let's go for it. Let's make it happen. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, I love her magnetism. So we have to figure out what your recipe is for magnetism. And I also have a blog on my magnetic framework that I'm going to share with you all. And so you don't have to take notes. If you want to take notes, you can, but I want to tap into this magnetic framework.